In this video, I'll be going over some tips and tricks on how to save money. Now, how this relates to my channel and what I talk about on my channel is that obviously to start investing, you need to have a little bit of money saved up. And a lot of people ask me, how did you save money? Because they look at my portfolio, it's around $4,000. I'm pretty young. I would have to say most people my age probably don't save up money or have trouble saving money. I know even a lot of people older than me still have trouble even when they do have part-time jobs or full-time jobs and not a whole lot of dependents. But honestly, I was able to save this past summer around, I think it was around $3,500, and I do not make a whole lot of money by any means or anything like that. It's not like I'm making $100,000 a year and only saving a very small percentage of it. I make very, very little money. Obviously, I'm still a college student working part-time jobs and stuff like that, but I still was able to save a pretty decent amount of the total money I made. And I'm going to kind of talk about some tips and tricks and what I did and how you can as well. But the first thing before you really start saving money, I know my circumstances or situations are a lot different than other people. I'm young. I don't really have a whole lot of dependents. My bills are probably considerably lower than some people that might be watching this video, but you can still save money regardless of your situation. But anyways, before you start saving, it might be a good idea to kind of do a little bit of very basic budgeting of how much you make and how much you spend every single month. I think the easiest way to do this is to break it down in monthly segments. So for example, it's February right now. Maybe go back into January and look, how much did I make in January? Meaning how much did you pull in from your job, or if you have side incomes or whatever it might be. And then also take a look at how the total of your monthly bills that you pay every single month. So for example, I did this a long time ago. It's probably good to choose a month that you're not spending a whole lot or not making a whole lot less. Like for example, December is probably not a good month to look at. January might be a decent month to look at because there's not any major holidays or anything like that. But so look in the past month. Most people get paid weekly or bi-weekly if you have a part-time or full-time job. So literally go in your bank history, look up how much money I made every single week, and then look at how much bills you have to pay, your car, your house, your phone, add everything up and then figure that out. Now, if you're having to pay more bills than you're actually making money, so you're literally in the red, then you might want to consider either cutting out some of your costs and expenses, buying a cheaper car, doing something like that, or you also might want to consider to make more money. And I think both of these are doable, and this is an important step that a lot of people forget when they're trying to save money. But anyways, getting into the actual tricks and tips. One kind of not normal tip to save up some money is considering organizing and cleaning your house. Now, I actually just did this this past week. Actually, I cleaned my entire bedroom and threw out a bunch of stuff, saved some stuff. And why this might help you save some money is that when you're cleaning, you might look around and kind of realize that you not only have a lot of stuff that you don't necessarily need, but you probably have a lot of stuff that might be somewhat valuable that you haven't used in a while that you might be able to sell, as well as that you might have duplicates of items sitting around that you don't really need. You might have a really old TV sitting in your room that I don't know, you still use a little bit, but you could probably sell that you don't really use a lot or something like that. I was just cleaning my room today, and right over here I have this tablet, and I also found this tablet as well, and they are totally useless. I have an iPad sitting over there. I don't use them at all, but they're totally normal functioning tablets. They work great. They're Galaxy Tabs or something like that. But I probably haven't used these in about 3 years or so, and I have absolutely no function for them. So definitely some things I can consider selling and possibly using that money to save up a little bit. So take a couple days, clean out your garage, clean out your house, and maybe consider selling some stuff that you don't need. And this could definitely be a way to put away a couple $100, or maybe if you have a lot of stuff to sell, a couple $1,000 into saving some money. The next tip is wait longer to upgrade certain things that you have, and kind of wait longer, especially to upgrade certain luxury goods. For example, a lot of people tend to upgrade their tech things, whether it's like your, now I guess your watch, iPads, laptops, computers, phones, cameras, whatever it might be. A lot of people tend to upgrade those really, really quickly, like every year or every 2 years, but in reality, you could probably wait a bit longer than that. I know people that literally upgrade their phone every single year, and I think that's a little bit crazy, especially considering a lot of phones that they're buying are $800 plus now. I myself fall into this trap a lot. I know your phone might get crappy or stop working after a couple of years, or your laptop might not be in the best condition, but take better care of your things. It might help out a little bit. And also, just wait, guys. It's not definitely the end of the world to be using a phone that's a little bit slower than the next phone, or has a little bit less of a better, like, camera capability, or a little less storage or something like that. Especially with tech. I mean, I know even like this watch right here, I have like an Apple Watch. I like wearing watches every single day, so I guess in some ways it was like a practical purchase, but I spent like $400 on this watch, and I definitely didn't need to buy a $400 watch. I definitely could have bought even like a cheaper smartwatch if I wanted for like 150 bucks, but this was definitely like a very, very bad purchase, and definitely not a good way to save money at all. Even though I do use it a lot and it's like cool and everything, it's definitely not something I needed, and I could have easily had an extra $400 saved away into my investment portfolio. But anyways, so try not to upgrade some luxury goods that you don't need. That's one tip for saving more money. But another tip is consider getting into an automatic savings program. Now, I use the Robinhood app as my main investment brokerage. I'm looking for my phone around here. The Robinhood app actually has a really like quick and easy feature that allows you to put money every single month, week, once a year, twice a year, whatever you want it to be. I'd probably try to get into the weekly thing, or the once a year thing, or the weekly, monthly, or daily. Daily, you'd probably want to go a lot cheaper if you're thinking about an automatic investment program, like only do $5 a day or something like that. But if you're doing the weekly or monthly, you might want to set it up on the day you get paid, so that literally as soon as you get paid, money gets taken right out and put into a savings account or an investment account or whatever it might be. Talk to your bank if you don't have a savings account, and definitely consider opening one and setting up an automatic savings program. Pretty much any bank that you have will probably let you do that because they want your money, so it's not, it shouldn't be very hard. And also, if you have, there's a lot of cool apps out there that do it for you. Like I was just talking about, the Robinhood app does it for you. I know Acorns does it for you. I think even Stash Invest does it for you. I think M1 Finance has a program for it as well, but the Robinhood app is a free way to do it if you're interested in that. Your bank would probably do it for free as well. I don't think most banks actually charge a fee for that, but it is sometimes difficult to kind of force yourself to save money. So if someone else is doing it for you, after a couple weeks or so, you don't even notice that the money's gone, honestly. The best way that I would recommend doing that, or that I would say that I would do, is to figure out, obviously, what days you get paid every week. I get paid on Thursday every single week for my job, so it might be a good idea that every Thursday morning, have your bank take out a certain amount. And obviously you'll need to do some budgeting beforehand, like I said in the beginning, to figure out how much you can actually take out. But even if it's as small as $5, $10 a week, that does add up, and in a year you would get a couple thousand saved away. But anyways, a next tip, similar to the ones I've said before, is kind of in general start doing more at home, and specifically I'm talking about more like eating and entertainment. I know it's really easy to say, hey, stop buying a $5 coffee every day at Starbucks and you'll be able to save a lot more money. But even if you stop doing that, there's probably a good chance you're going to spend money somewhere else. But that is obviously a good tip overall. I mean, I try not to spend money going out and stuff like that as much. But if you do start to do more things at home, like home entertainment, even if you simply go watch a movie on your TV rather than going out to the movie theater, you will end up saving a little bit of money. But obviously you're going to have to do some of the tips I said above to actually end up saving that money. I know this is a lot easier said than done, but I think it's a little bit silly to buy a $5 coffee in the morning and then go out to lunch and spend $20, and then maybe later that night go out to drinks for friends. Definitely, you would still do these things, but try to moderate them a little bit. I know, when I was saving up money and trying really hard to saving up money, I still went out with friends. I still got, coffee with my girlfriend and stuff like that. But I definitely tried to moderate these things a little bit more and try to reduce them. It's fine to do that stuff. It's still fun to do that kind of stuff, or go out for a movie every once in a while. But another thing to consider is that there you can take advantages of deals and rates and stuff like that. I always use the Groupon app. There's a lot of good deals and coupons on that. And I mean, for example, I still go out to dinner with my girlfriend and friends, but I know every single month me and my girlfriend go out to Texas Roadhouse, because every month if you sign up for their like rewards program or whatever, you actually get a free appetizer. So that's why we do that. And honestly, half the time we get like a couple of drinks and then just an appetizer. So it's literally like our meal's like $5 or something like that. So definitely, it's okay if you go out and get coffees and stuff, but consider maybe signing up for rewards programs to get free deals, or just look when there's coupons or happy hours and go out during those times, rather than times where you could be spending, $50 to $100 on a dinner. Anyways, those are some tips on how to save money in 2018. Oh, and getting on to the last tip or trick that I kind of forgot about is create a side income that goes directly to your savings. Like, for example, I would consider YouTube a side income because it's not my main job right now, and I still have a part-time job, and really I only do it for a couple hours a day maybe. So I get money every single month from Google. I get some money from affiliate links, and honestly, most of that money I do put towards savings. I try not to spend that money right away. So creating a side income could definitely be a good way. I know in high school, even when I tried to create a little side income, I would like buy and sell things on Craigslist and eBay, which was like a cool way for someone young to get a side income. Like even when I was 16 years old, I was doing that. But there's a lot of different ways to create a side income. I could make an entire different video on that, but creating a side income, especially if you're spending more than you're actually making, could be a really good way to try to save some money, especially with online being such a big thing now. There's a lot more ways that you can save money online, or create a side income online, than there was like 10 years ago. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and comment below what are some ways that you save money in 2018. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed.